Gotta have something at the front for the cover. Hey everybody, it's me, Derek. This is Effort Fridays. And what am I doing? I am fixing around with some soil. I am fussing around with some soil. Now, what am I doing with this soil? This is some soil that I've had recycled. What does it mean that I recycle it? Hey everybody coming in, all of you who coming in, tell me a soil brand you like to use. What soil do you be getting? Do you be getting that one that has the miracle in it? That one that be having the two F's? What soil y'all be getting? And share this with some people as y'all are getting in. Okay. Garden Com is in here. Hey, Garden Com. I hope they're still watching. That would be real sad. They didn't leave me. Look at that. Garden Com is a great organization. I guess I give them a little advertisement. Garden Com is a great organization if you are looking to expand yourself as a garden communicator. So I say check them out. Check them out on today. Hey, Luna. Luna keeps being like, this man keep going live. I swear, when I put your content up there, I'm going to put like a straight week of your content, Luna. Those of you watching, hey, Thomas, I'm recycling soil because I needed to get my hand in some soil. And I just be like mixing the soils together with some like compost and vermicompost I have going on. So I'm just kind of like fluffing it up because I'm going to the Southeast Plant Show. Luna is going to send an assassin after me. I'm going to the Southeast Plant Show in Atlanta, the Atlanta area at the end of June. And boop, boop, there we go, waved. And I'm just mixing some soil up. So those of you watching, tell me what soil brands you like to use. I don't have a particular one that I care for because I mix up my own soil unless I'm just like going out somewhere. Like if I'm out and I'm not able to mix up soil at home, already sent. I knew you did it. I knew. That's probably a knock at my door right now. I'm not going to answer it. Anywho, I like to mix up my own soil because I just recycle. I take old soil and I put it into a big container. And then like I had my bokashi in there and my earthworms. That was like a failed vermicomposting thing. And then they kind of came back to life. Like this one, I've had more worms not bothering my vermicompost than when I was actually trying to take care of it. Like when I gave up and was like, F this. I ended up having more luck. And this is why this is called Effort Fridays, because we are saying F this. We are fussing with things. We're fixing things. We're fertilizing things. We are fidgeting with some stuff, huh? And I'm just doing some stuff to give me a little joy. I start a new job next week. And I am so excited. And I have another gig that I want to be doing too soon. But I'm just straining out this soil, not just to get out like the big bits that ain't really broken down, but to also get my earthworms, because I'm giving this soil away to the people that go to that I have at my class at the Atlanta Southeast Plant Show in Atlanta. So I don't want to get my earthworms in here because some of y'all look at earthworms and y'all be scary. Hey there, I am the Dr. Giovanni and Tizguzguz. Y'all can ask questions while y'all are here. Ask your questions while you are here. And this is some soil. It looks like real barky because I had like a pot of something that had died a while back. It had this real barky mix. And it's real earthy smelling. It smells delicious. So I'm just mixing it in with some other stuff and I'm going to bag it up and give it away. Try buying fresh horse poo for composting. You will have too many worms. Now, I will one day, but I'm in an apartment. So I'll do that when I'm outdoor or when I have like a garage or something where I can do this. Because I'm doing a lot of stuff in an apartment. I'm glad they don't come in here and like kick the door in and be like, freeze! Everybody, this is a stick up. This reminds me of that specific voice. I got a story time. If y'all ready for story time, I want y'all to throw a couple of hearts and share this live with 2 people. There's like a paper airplane in the bottom left or bottom right, and you can share this with 2 people if you're ready for story time. So here's the story. I used to work at a Cold Stone Creamery. That was my first job, right? And when it came to working at that Cold Stone, especially when I was managing, the young ladies I worked with, they tended to not want to stay at the front of the store. They wanted to hide in the back and talk and kiki and sip on little leftovers of milkshakes and smoothies that the people didn't eat. And you know, they would just be sitting back there. And I would always tell them, especially like when I come in on a night shift, like you need to be sitting in the front of the store because somebody could be sitting out here. They didn't open the door enough. The door didn't buzz. And now you got people who are just sitting here waiting while you're in the back. And I've come in and, you know, people are sitting in the back here. And granted, you know, I cared a lot for a job that was paying like less than minimum wage. But, hey, Dan. Yes, you're on 38 acres. I'm jealous of you. So I walk in one day and I see these two girls in the back. And I done told these little women, hey, y'all need to be at the front of the store because you never know what can happen. Somebody can run in here and rob you. Now, mind you, I'm like 17, 18 at this time. So I go into the store. I go into the store. Let me get some more soil. Let's get some more soil. There we go. I go to the front of the store, and I got in one day, and I drove by, and I saw them sitting in the back of that store just chit-chatting, chitter-whacking, them two girls were. And the way a Cold Stone is set up, like most Cold Stones, I could sneak in and then like duck in front of the counters. So that's what I did. I snuck in. I ducked in front of them counters. And I said, everybody freeze, this is a stick up. Put your hands in the air. And I could see in the glass where the two girls who were in the back were like, everybody come out with your hands up. I said that right. I said, everybody come out, this is a stick up, you know, because that's way different than my regular voice. And I think they want to out the deeper. Everybody get out of here, this is a stick. I said something like that. And they freaked out. And I said, and I jumped up from behind the counter. And I was like, this is why you don't stand in the back. Because you would have saw me coming in here. And they were so upset with me, but it's okay. They later got me by pouring hot water down my clothes. So I guess we were all even. Hey, Nasha. So that was my first job, you know me. That was a nice story. Stories in soil. But we're effing it Fridays. I am working on this soil here, and I'm mixing it up. I'm going to put it in some bags because I'm going to the Southeast Plant Show in the Atlanta area. Now, party people, if you are going to be there, let me know you're going to be there in the comments. I am very mean, and it is hilarious. But the way I used to get these people, when I worked with people with developmental delays and exceptionalities, I had a teen I worked with who would just be so sleepy from going to school. He would just be so sleepy. He just want to come home and take a nap. And I'm like, well, bro, we got stuff to do. Like, you got a hot 2 hours with me, and then you do your chores, you do all your little things. And them parents, they was abusive. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And they was manipulating the system because they would have them like, they do the chores, but it was like, I want you to watch them do the chores and you can help them so you could do your stuff. I'm like, I don't get paid to do no chores around here. I'm getting like $8 an hour to do this job. It was a terrible time. But, y'all, y'all. And y'all can ask questions about plant stuff while I'm telling these stories. But there was one day that kid went to sleep. Several days he would go to sleep. He'd go to sleep, and I would wait right until his eyes got closed. And it's not like he would just like sit down. He would just sit down and be listening and just nod right off. Nod right off. And I'd wait right until he done slept for a minute. And then I would stomp and clap my hands real loud. I'd be like, hey! I'm a little terror sometimes. I swear I am. I got like a Bugs Bunny spirit. She told me everything. The way I used to terrorize these people at the jobs. I think the worst thing I did, not the worst thing, but the most fun thing I did was, hey, runaway Jim. Oh, God. I'm not going to tell that story. Never mind. My sheep, pet sheep, make good organic pallet fertilizer food, great for putting on the top of pots with no smell. Okay, hey, Emmy Gigi Jordan and Mandy LaCrank. I'm just mixing up soil. I'm going to bag this up soon. I'm kind of tired of mixing up soil. Lord, what time did I start this live? I'm only supposed to be up here for 30 minutes. Well, we got 10. This is great. So I'm going to bag this up because I'm tired of doing this. I did some other bagging on the other app. Hey, the Garden Smith. One of these days I'm gonna make one of y'all a moderator so y'all can wave and like everybody for me. But again, y'all can ask me some questions. I'm just mixing up soil today. I'm not doing really anything plant biggie right now. I start a new job next week, so I'm really kind of focusing on that. Where did I put that shovel? There we go. Dang, I only got a little bit left. Let's do this. I'm just mixing up soil that I've recycled. Listening to some Anita Baker. Usually I'll be listening to like Stevie or some trap music or a TV show, watching something while I do this. This is good. We don't got anything bad there. I'm just sifting this out so y'all can ask me your questions. I got like bits of plastic I'm sifting out because I be a lazy composter. When I put stuff in, I be doing it all lazy. Hey, apples. So this is how I bag up my soil. Do you make eggshell fertilizer, calcium? Now, as much as y'all see me talk about that calcium, do I make eggshell fertilizer, calcium? I don't make the liquid, but I do recycle my eggshells into my composting. And especially for this, because I have earthworms that I keep in here. Earthworms need an amount of grit. They need an amount of grit. Hey, Frey, living Tennessee. So since earthworms need a little bit of a grit, I'll use the calcium from the eggshells and grind them down into a powder. But I also grind down like old bones and stuff that I've like cooked over the course of a couple of weeks. And I get those bones nice and broken down so that way they can just like quickly decompose into my soil mixtures. Because calcium as eggshells, the way I'm doing it is a very slow release, which hopefully means if I plant any like the nightshade family into this soil, like potatoes, tomatoes, peppers, eggplantes, or even the tobacco, or even a nightshade, I never named that one, then it won't have like blossom end rot. Hey, only Jenny here. I have only blossom end rot. So that's what I use with my eggshells. I don't make like a liquid fertilizer because all the fertilizers that I use already have a nice amount of calcium in it. So I don't need like a extra amount of calcium because my plants are already getting it from the fertilizers. Like any fertilizer you buy is going to have some amount of calcium already a part of it. The liquid and the solid. So I don't need any extra, again, unless I was growing like a lot of tomatoes or a lot of things in that nightshade family. So I hope that helps you, Giovanni. I don't know if you're still here. But that's going to help somebody. Those of you just tuning in, tell me what's your favorite brand of soil to purchase. This is F It Fridays. I'm effing around. Fidgeting around with this soil. Just, you know, shifting it. I sift it. I try to get all my earthworms out because I'm going to be giving this away. And I know some of y'all like to tussle and get a little freaked out when it comes to the earthworms. They like to be like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There's an earthworm in here. That's how some of y'all like to be. Let's see who's still here. Giovanni and Dr. Oken. Y'all can ask some more questions. I'm going to be here till like 6:30. Y'all can share this with some other people. If you know people in your life who got plant questions, ask them. Ask them to come in here. It's good you got animals, Giovanni. Hey, Bergamot North. That's a name there. Hey there, Den Pages. So this is F It Fridays, where I just F around with some stuff on the camera. I fix it, I fertilize it, I foliar it, I fidget with it, you know, F around. And I'm doing this with some soil that I basically recycled. I had some old soil, some compost, bokashi, vermicompost, sifted it together, mixed it together, and now we got this here. So this is your chance to ask me questions. I was telling stories earlier. I was telling stories of my first job. Always nice to catch you on live. I know, it used to be back in the day. I used to be live multiple times a week. I'd be on my live, your live, or somebody else's live multiple times a week. I don't do that anymore. The people don't be loving on me like that. composted leaves are great for raising seeds. I could believe that. If it's like a sifted light material, I could believe that. Now, what I want to do one day, because I have some pine bark, I want to get like a one of those, like those leaf stick shredders you can get where it just mulches them. I want to do that with some pine bark and really like run it through a couple of times and make something. Hey, your trainer major. Bum, 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 doo. But this is the soil I'm going to be giving away at the Southeast Plant Show in the Atlanta area. I'm going to be there. Now, I don't think they've announced that I'm going to be there yet, but I'm going to be there. I was there last year. I'll be there this year. I'm just up here, Effort Fridays. We're doing the thing. I'm just bagging up soil. I'm going to be giving this away to the people. I'm trying to bring like 50 bags of soil. I feel like if I bring 100, I feel like it's going to be too much. But if I bring 50, I'll be like, that's just enough. And then let the people know, like, don't hurt my earthworms y'all get in here. If y'all get one of my earthworms, don't you hurt him. Hey, growing and growing. I'm just up here effing around Fridays, effing around with some soil. I mix some up and just bagging it up. Now, when you're looking down here, it's almost like you're seeing from my view. Like if you look like right here, this is almost like what I see. There you go. Y'all can actually feel like y'all are taller than y'all are. Because a lot of y'all are short. I hate to say this. Anybody below 5'9", and I don't care if you're a man or a woman, is short. Hey, Don Char. Hey, Coast and Wannabe Farm. Just effing around Fridays. Ask your questions, too, while I'm here. Y'all can ask questions. Deluscious Gardening at Home. Hey there, Deluscious. How you been? I love being a shorty. You have no choice. You hate it. What you gonna do? Be a little mad? Ooh. When the Bible says short people got no reason to live, I really was like, you know what? That was a good song. Short people got no reason. I shouldn't do y'all like that. Hey, Darcy May. The darkness, right? How y'all doing? Tell me what's your soil brand you love to use. I'm mixing up soil myself, but tell me what brands you be buying. I know I can say this is what I use, this is what I go for, but what brand you be using? Boom, boom. What brands y'all be using? Hey, Schmack Attack 10. I did something where I couldn't see all the comments. I don't know what happened. There we go. Just bagging up some soil. This is why I also do this here, so I can make sure it like stays closed. If you are below 5'5", I want you to comment a thumbs up. If you are above 5'5", but still yet below 6 foot, I want you to comment a heart. To prevent fungus gnats indoors, should I pre-treat the soil I want to plant with using mosquito bits? To be honest, I mean, you could. It's not going to hurt anything. So mosquito bits is basically Bacillus thuringiensis. You have to make sure, because there's some mosquito dunks and bits that are not BT, but they are a pesticide. And granted, if you are like doing indoor plants, like house plants, then it's not going to be a big deal. But if you're trying to do house plants, that's why I just tell people like to be careful and make sure you know what you're getting. Okay. But thank you, Bergamot North, for following directions. Thank you. A+. But D-Luscious, when it comes to the pre-treat, yeah, you can definitely do that. But the other thing is, if you're starting off with a relatively like wet soil, then yeah, you'll need to do it. But if your soil is like not like super wet, so if you could squeeze your soil and it's kind of doing like this isn't like sopping wet. It's a squeeze test. There's nothing came out and it didn't hold shape. Every indoor plant I've had has ended up outside because of gnats. So here's the thing. When you're getting gnats, let's talk about this real quick, okay? I'm going to give y'all some free game. So I need y'all to give me some hearts. And I need a couple of y'all to send this to 2 people. This live to 2 people. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and start talking because I know those hearts are coming. Hey there, butter my biscuits. When you have your indoor plants, okay? Your indoor plants, that soil, that peat moss, that core, whatever that media is that's not like leca and whatever, that soil, that peat, whatever it is going to be a vector, as they call it, or a landing strip, a good place for your gnats to have hot fun in the summertime, right? But here's what you can do. If you're trying to prevent your gnats from playing, okay, Marvin Gaye and all this Anita Baker, I'm playing. Dang, I thought I had enough soil in here. Looks like I'm not done, guys. I'm trying to get 50 bags. So if you're trying to prevent them, the thing you can do is not only pre-treat, but then make sure you're not watering heavily. Water when your plants need it. So I don't water on a schedule. I water only when my plants need it. This soil that has like been sitting in a container locked up has some amount of moisture in it. If I was to plant a plantain at first, yeah, I'm going to put it water it through unless it's a succulent. But outside of that, I'm going to wet it up and then let it dry out. And then once it dries out, we're good. Because the other part that some of us may not really know is a gnat, that life structure is that life cycle is in the first 2 inches of this pot. So while we have somebody like Schmack Attack saying, bottom watering helps, and it does, but if you are literally treating your plants with a BT water all the time, if you're treating your plants with BT water all the time, then you never have any issues. But the other thing I tell people is check your sinks. Did you leave them dishes in the sink because you was depressed? That happens to me sometimes. I don't be washing dishes and taking trash out. The gnats is in the trash. The gnats are in the rotten vegetables because I get through depression spells sometimes. And the rotten fruit, the rotten vegetables, something that I didn't realize was spoiled. And there's gnats now everywhere. And then they go into my plants. Right? I left the banana out too long. Pat McLeod got a video about that, leaving the banana out too long. So BT water all the time. I have a big container, a big container. I leave it in, and then I'm just always watering. When I flipped up and didn't water, I started having gnats again. So I had to get back on it. So you got to just water all the time with that BT water. I don't feel like doing this anymore. But I need to fix this soil because I've been procrastinating. Let's see. And you can, again, bottom water. That works. But if you top water and you just water with BT water all the time, you're interrupting the life cycle and you take your gnats out. This is where when people are like, I use traps and I trap them. That's great. But you're trapping adults. They done already made the babies. They done left their children with their grandmama. The grandmama's the baby. Whew, do I have a veggie garden? I do. It's outside, but I'd have to move this camera to walk y'all out there. Y'all will see it next week. If you want to check out my garden that I have outdoors, I have a series called The More or Victory Gardening Victoriously. Jesus, I don't know the name of my own stuff. Gardening Victoriously on YouTube. You can check it out there. I've done the boiling water and peroxide down the drains for a while. I didn't think to use BT water like that. Use BT water on your plants, and I just do bleach. I don't even bother peroxiding my drains because you have 3% peroxide. If you get the peroxide I get, that puts you on a list, then yeah, peroxide your drains. But I get peroxide or bleach. This is the only thing I really use bleach for in my house. Drains. I pour bleach down the drain. I rinse it down so it doesn't like stay on the metal. So I just do a little rinse so I don't smell bleach at the top. And then I bleach the drains. Nothing survives that. They're gone. The gnats are gone at that point. And then my trash can, because I had them at the bottom of my trash can, I was like, I live in an apartment. I could take it and rinse it out. But I just put some baking soda. Like the baking soda or baking powder, whichever one you get in a big bag. And then I just do that. Done. It's dry down there. If it does get liquid, it's such a basic pH, they can't survive. So the gnats are gone. Using some chemistry onto my list. I put bleach in the kitchen once. Put bleach in every drain. I will bleach every drain. Because you water with peroxide, I did last year. I read it's not good for the microorganisms in the soil. Hey, I upcycled. I'm so distracted talking to y'all. I'm supposed to be making more soil so I can go and eat. I'm going to come back to that question. Y'all send me some hearts. Tell me what soil brand y'all like to use. I am mixing up soils. This is F It Fridays, where I'm effing around and I'm mixing soil up. And y'all gonna watch me do some because I thought I had enough. I thought I had enough for the stuff I need. Ah, dang it. I swear, when they clean up, when I move out of here, they're gonna find 10 pounds of soil in all the carpets. You will. Y'all keep asking your questions now. I'm coming back. Okay, is that an eggshell? That's a bottle cap. I think if I fill this up halfway, I got like a couple more bags left. Ooh. Oh, God. There we go. Okay. Let's sift out some soil and we're going to mix them up. Pour some Coke down the drains. That's what we're doing out at Australia. Unless you pour them cocaine down the drains, that Coca-Cola ain't going to do nothing but just waste a good Coke. Now, I don't mind you wasting a Coca-Cola because I come from New Bern, the home of Pepsi. But just pour bleach. A little bleach. Not a lot. Could you water with peroxide? You actually can. So I used to work in a pharmaceutical company that was also like a plant company, like biopharma. And we used tobacco to produce vaccines. And we would have some amount of peroxide in our water, but it was like a 1 to 2,000 ratio. Very small amount. Very small amount. So it was 10% diluted to a 1 to 2,000 ratio. Versus that 3%, which I think to get that same ratio, let's see, 1 to 2,000 is 10. This is like a third. So you would have to do a third divided by 2,000, which is around 600, 700 parts per million. And most people aren't measuring that. So you don't want to water. What I'm saying is you don't want to water with pure peroxide. You want to water it down. But even then, that's just for like, if I'm just trying to keep the soil aerated and like keep, biofilms and algae and crap down. But if I'm actually like, hey, I'm trying to get rid of a disease, I need to use a heavier concentration. Say it with me. I'm these people on Instagram, on Facebook. Let me respond to this person on Facebook. So y'all know I talked about that MI gardener calling something out wrong. And the people was like, you're being mean. And I'm like, well, how so? Can you explain it? Well, you are being condescending. Ooh, baby, you don't know about condescension. You don't even know how condescending I can be. Let's see. This here. We're going to go to Instagram or Facebook real quick. I don't know why I paused this song. We're going to go to Facebook and comment to this person because I'm tired of the madness. What other questions y'all got for me? Go ahead and keep talking. This person commented. Let me see what they said. I hate when I'm looking for like my Facebook comments and then it just shows, and I have to like search through to find the one that I'm trying to click through even though I clicked the button. Oh, God, this is aggravating. I'm probably going to find this on the phone. Oh, God. I'm going to have to scroll all the way down. I will never find this. We're going to keep going. Let's see what other questions y'all got for me. Could I water peroxide? Answer that one. I want to stop buying Miracle-Gro. I heard Fox Farm is the way to go. Miracle-Gro, Fox Farms, soil is soil, to be honest. It's just about it's just about what works for you in your watering techniques. I don't think I've used Fox Farms, but I have used, look at that, a whole bottle cap. A whole cap. This is probably a cap I've been looking for. One of my little fertilizer bottles. I've not used Fox Farms, but I've used the Miracle-Gro stuff, and it's just all about knowing like if it's like drenched or not drenched in, if it contains some amount of these water absorbing things that help some people who don't water their plants, then you just have to like adjust accordingly and not water heavily. Well, that was really wet. Oh, a little earthworm. Doop. A little earthworm. Doop. So yeah, but I just mix my own soil up because it's like one of the environmental conscious things I do. I don't do everything right, but I do that. I love Kellogg's and Jungle Growth. Okay, soil. Hey, Charlotte, are you no-dig gardener? Are you a no-dig gardener or a tiller in the vegetable garden? Well, I have a patio because I live on the second level, so I'm neither. I think the closest thing you would consider me to be is a no-till because I don't. When I did grow in ground, I would overturn the soil, but that was when I was younger and more energetic. And I don't do that anymore. Like if I was to go into the dirt and like do it, unless I'm mixing in fertilizer, then I would do it then. But outside of that, I wouldn't do it anymore. I would just set up my soil where like it would have enough setup where I would just break it down, or I wouldn't have to till it but every couple of years. This is me doing raised beds. I'm a raised bed believer. So even if I'm doing like an in-ground plant, I'm going to dig up around and dig up a little bit more around the area to get it real sod up so my plants can be excited. Wave at y'all down here. Let's see. So that's what I would do. So I set up my beds by like organic materials at the bottom, so something's breaking down and feeding the microbes. I'll put a little mycorrhizal. I got like liquid stuff I'll mix in now. I'll mix in that and like go in hard, so that way my plants would be happy. And then I'm still going to mix in like a slow release, and somebody say and. I'm going to mix in a, what is that thing called? A slow release, and I'm still going to use like a little bit of a liquid. I don't use a lot of liquid in ground though. That is, what's the best way to propagate herbs? The best way to propagate herbs. So it depends on what herbs you're propagating. Mint, you just take a piece and you put it down somewhere else. But mint is usually running by itself. Same with like lavender. But I've also been wanting to say like for like a lavender or rosemary, because I've not had success propagating them. I've not even had success keeping them alive. But they are plants that don't want a lot of water, and I am an over-watering man. I will tell people to be like sure to get some rooting hormone. So yeah, that's the answer to that question. How many bags I got left in here? Got a lot of bags left in here. Oh God, I got a lot of bags left in here. What time is it? I'm gonna have to finish. Another Derek is gonna have to finish this because this Derek isn't gonna finish making all the soil I need today. I'm mixing up soil for the Southeast Plant Show for those of you just joining, and I'm trying to get like 50 bags, and I feel like I got like 40. I'm just going to come back through later because this isn't until like the end of June that I got to do this, but I want to have them already ready. And that way I just can already put them eventually in my car so I don't forget them. But ask me the rest of your questions. We're going to wrap up with some questions. I'm also mixing together soil because I've had soil just like sitting that I've just not done anything with. So I'm trying to like mix together like refuse, like this. This was something real sandy that a past Derek did. And I'm like, what is this? What are these things in here? So like bits of plastic. This could have been like when I was vacuuming up something and I vacuumed up a bunch of dirt. So trying to get rid of all this soil. I have so much soil in here. I've given away soil to people, and they're like, oh, I can't take it. People try to be real kind and conscientious. I'm like, take some soil. Oh, I can't take all your soil. They're not. I just put it in a whole trash can behind you that's also full of soil. Take this soil. No. I feel like I have to sneak it in their cars. Okay, let's see what these questions say. And those of you in the future, y'all can throw questions in here too. Twice a year, I dig my veggie garden patch. Over my patch, put composted horse manure. Underneath, after that, I till in the chicken poo pellets, blood and bone and lime. See, I would do all of that if I know like I'm doing like a heavy like growth. Like if I'm doing a square foot garden, I would do all of that you're saying, but I would also send my soil off for a soil test, which you can do at Cooperative Extension. No. But Cooperative Extension, again, can let you do a lot of cool stuff with your soil. They can get a test for you in some areas in cases it's free. Like this soil that I'm about to dump in here now has been sitting in this little container for like a couple of years. And I'm trying to, again, like reclaim some of my containers that I've just like squirreled soil in. You would think I would just let it go and like let me just get rid of the soil, but I can't. I can't. And this is like from soils past, plants long gone. Who's to say what these plants used to be? I just know it's dusty, and now I got this whole container back, which I can use to hold earthworms I'm going to put back into my other container. I think if I just keep going at this rate in like several years, I'll finally be like at a regular amount of soil in my house. Like just random stuff. I vacuum, I spill soil somewhere, I vacuum it up. And the next thing I know, I got all this soil here. And this is real sandy, so I'm probably gonna have to just let this sit here because this isn't gonna be good for anybody to use. I know some of you are like, why is your soil so sandy? I'll mix up soil for like making or potting up aloe for people. Let's see what questions y'all got here. Thanks for the replies. Heading over to water the babies. It's over 100 a day. Have fun. We have acidic soil here, which, Jesus bless me. We have acidic, hey, the gardener's wife. We have acidic soil here, which gum trees like. Plants love acidic soil in general. Like all plants, for the most part, read for the most part, want a slightly acidic soil. So like 6.5, 5.5. I'm getting real hungry. I'll let you go. So most people are like, oh, my soil, I got to make it acidic. Again, get a soil test, because some stuff you might be doing just to feel good, but your plants don't even need. This was like a ginger that I was going to root years ago. And it still smells like ginger, and it's been sitting here for years. Probably 3 or 4 years. Okay, y'all ask your questions. I'm about to, this soil I'm just going to leave here. I was just trying to empty out a container. I will show you how I fill my soil tower back up. But I'm not going to be able to this time. Which I'm going to have to, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Hey, Jessica and Sustainability Chick. I need to dig out some more soil. Or some more, dig out some more of my kind of like composted madness. And then put that on top. So that way next time I come in, it'll already be done. Because I've like dug out maybe like the top third of my soil tower. And I try to get down deep when I do it. Try to get down deep when I dig into it, because since it's so deep or big, I can't really go like all the way into it like I would like to, so I can empty it all the way out. I'm going to sift this last bit of soil, maybe one more, so y'all ask your final questions. Hit me up with what you got. Again, I'm Derek Haynes, the Chocolate Botanist. This is Effort Fridays, and I am mixing up soil because in the end of June, I'm going to be at the Southeast Plant Show. That was way too full. I should not have filled this up this much. I'm going to be at the Southeast Plant Show, and this is going to be soil that I'm going to give away to people. That is sugarcane. And this is why I sift and clean it out. I will throw up like cups in here. Throw in cups, and the paper of the cups disappears. My earthworms are so excited in here. I am so jealous that they did not want me bothering them. You can grow yacon in a container like potatoes. What is a yacon? Hey, definitely pins. What is a yacon? I don't know what that is. I'm sifting this out, collecting my earthworms, making sure they don't go to the wrong people. Because some of y'all will take my earthworms and be like, oh, I had to get out of all those earthworms, Derek. Some of us don't know how to live with nature, like cockroaches. I hate cockroaches, but if they pop up in the soil, while I do freak out a lot of it, I just gotta learn to live with them. There we go. Shake, 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 shake. Get all the little bits out. Ooh, I'm tired of doing that. And the deeper I dig in here, the more I get upset because I'd rather been doing this in a depressive state. And then I put like plastic and crap in here because I wasn't thinking. I was just trying to move and do something. But you can see my earthworms are excited in here. I really hate depression, but I'm grateful for it. Sometimes it makes me reflective, more reflective than I want to be. Okay, search. One worm. And again, I'm just kind of trying to like fill this up with more soil that is not super sandy. So when I come back to this, it's not as hard to rectify this because this is so freaking sandy that it's only going to be good for like either people who are consistent waterers or people who put succulents in their soil or do succulents. That's something going. Wait, what was that? And then again, I'm going through this, making sure everything is good. Let's see what questions y'all had. I juiced my yacon and make it into syrup to put on pancakes. I don't know what a yacon is. Hey, Salvo Moonbeam, I'm going to look that up what a yacon is because I don't know what that is. I don't know what a yacon is. And this is just very earthy, but I think it's the ginger in here. What is this? I don't know what this is. It's like a peel of something. Okay, what questions y'all got? Neem bean. Oh God, has it been an hour? Have I been up here for an hour? Is this zooming in again? Did that darn thing cut on? Hey, low. I don't know what the low is. This thing does a thing where it zooms in sometimes. I don't know how these little darn things come on. Yacon is a Peruvian ground apple. Oh, hey, Dee's Gardens. Dee's Gardens, do you grow legumes? Because you could call them Dee's Garden legumes. I guess I might have to, this is a ginger still kind of mad in there. I'm going to see. I'm just going to leave this be for now. Okay. I can't take off my gloves yet because I gotta put some other stuff in here. I think I'm going to do that off camera though. So let me floop. Hey everybody, it's me, Derek the Chocolate Botanist, and I'm leaving now because I'm hungry and I need to finish this project up. And I went way past I should have gone because I'm like angry hungry now. It's starting to rise up in me. So I need to go ahead and eat. Y'all have a beautiful Friday. Enjoy yourself. This whole thing will be on YouTube in like 5 minutes. Y'all have a good one.